Man, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. Okay, so Ohio State football, someone that covers it, came out with their Mount Rushmore of Ohio State football quarterbacks. Number one, they have Troy Smith. Number two, they have J.T. Barrett. Number three, they have Justin Fields. Number four, they have Dwayne Haskins. And the big debate about this is basically different eras of when people have watched Ohio State football. People that have been watching it for at least 20, 30 years versus people that maybe last 5, 10. I've been watching Ohio State football from going to the games to spring games to watching it on TV to being, a little kid when we won a national championship to actually watching us, being able to remember us winning a championship and the Cardell Jones run, the run that they had after losing Virginia Tech and back in 2014 to writing papers on it and, having to in college I had to write a paper on why TCU and Baylor deserved to make the playoffs over Ohio State in 2014. Let's just say it was very difficult to write. But in all seriousness, this is very tough. People they mention Cornelius Green, Rex Kern, just Craig Krenzel, some Joe Germain. A lot of different perspectives on this. Some people are saying Braxton Miller. Some people are saying Cardell Jones deserves to be on there. We can just look at the cases for each. Troy Smith has to be on there for sure. Troy Smith definitely has to be on there. You won the Heisman at Ohio State as a quarterback. There's no reason why you're not going to be on there. In Ohio State, they had some very solid teams when he was at Ohio State. Obviously, unable to get over the hump. But you have to give him credit for that. I didn't see Rex Kern play. I didn't see Cornelius Green play. I didn't see Jermaine play. I don't really hear too much about Rex Kern. I hear a lot about Krenzel. I didn't see him play again. I didn't see him play, so I don't know. But man, to have a Mount Rushmore, people say Dwayne Haskins should be on there. Even though he played one season, other people are saying he shouldn't be on there. Even though he played one season, but he put up a lot of great numbers. People are saying JT should be on there. People are saying Cardell Jones to be on there. I mean, and then we actually have people that are saying some of them don't even deserve to be on there. I think you can make the argument for each, but I'm saying, what is the criteria? Are we using I don't know what we're basing this off of, because J.T. Barrett never lost to that team up north. And then some people are saying that C.J. Stroud, when it's all said and done, is going to be on that list. Man, this is a tough one. If I had to go with my Mount Rushmore, I'm sorry. I'm putting Braxton Miller on there. I'm sorry. Braxton Miller has to be on there. He turned Ohio State football around. He was there in 2011 when we got the raw end of the stick from the NCAA, when they allowed Terrell Pryor and those guys to play in the Sugar Bowl, knowing he was going to suspend them. Come on, man. That was messed up how they did us. It was really messed up. That was really, really messed up. Because if you think they would have played in the Sugar Bowl if they known they would have been suspended, then, the following year he would have never entered the supplemental draft. You have to go with Braxton Miller. He wasn't even slated to be the starter, his freshman year. And then, obviously, in 2012, we went undefeated. I remember being a kid going to the 2012 0 celebration. So you have 2011. He went through us when we were 6-7, a losing season. Stuck it out. Hail Mary over Russell Wilson, the great Russell Wilson, against Wisconsin. It was a lot of games. I told Luke Fickell they had a losing record, but Ohio State could have easily went 8-4 that year. There were some games that they should have won. There were some games they should have won, and I remember telling Luke Fickell came to my high school to recruit some guys, at my school, and I told him, You the reason why we lost. I didn't know it's because I never seen Luke Fickell before. So when I seen Luke Fickell, I'm like, dude, you the reason why we lost, man. He's like, my teacher knew I was a big Ohio State fan, before he even introduced us to the class, he came to me with Luke Fickell, and I was like, you the dude why we had to lose the season. No, he's doing great at Cincinnati, but I guarantee you, if Luke Fickell, they should have won 8-4 that year. The bowl game we could debate that, but I guarantee you he would have got the interim. I don't think Urban would have got hired if they went 8-4. I think there would have been a coalition behind them to say we want Luke Fickell, but Braxton Miller was there. 2012 they went undefeated. 2013 went all the way undefeated. We lost to Michigan State in the Big Ten championship game. One reason why I'm not a proponent of having, it was legends and leaders, but they're saying let's do it with the top two teams. Why? I would love to play somebody from the Big Ten West. I would love to play Iowa or Wisconsin, one of those teams versus having to play, we have to play Michigan State or Penn State again, that team up north again, right? I'm not trying to do that. Braxton Miller has to be on there. And then obviously he got hurt, and we know the story about JT and everything. So I'm going Braxton Miller. He's on there. It's my first one. Number 2, I'm going Justin Fields. You had 2 playoff appearances. Ran through the Big Ten. He ran through the Big Ten. I don't think Justin Fields lost a game in the Big Ten. 2, and he back-to-back Big Ten championships. Back-to-back playoff appearances, a playoff victory, a playoff revenge victory over Clemson. You got to go Justin Fields. So I have Justin Fields. I have Braxton Miller. Let's see. I'm going to go. You got to go. I'm going to go Joe Germain. Yeah, I got to go Joe Germain. If that's his, I know his last name is Germain. I gotta go Joe Germain. I've heard a lot about him, but I didn't see him play. But I'm gonna take all these Buckeye fans that have watched football a lot longer than I have. I gotta go Joe Germain, and then lastly, so I got Germain, I got Justin Fields, Braxton Miller, and then Troy Smith. Yeah, Troy Smith. Yeah. So Troy Smith, Braxton Miller, Justin Fields, Joe Germain. That's my Mount Rushmore. Yeah. Joe Germain, Justin Fields, Troy Smith, and Braxton Miller. You got Troy Smith won the Heisman and took the team to the national championship game. You have to go with that for sure. I'm definitely going with Troy Smith. Stroud, if Stroud wins, the next quarterback that wins the national championship definitely has a chance. We're going to be mentioned. People are saying Cardell should be on there for what he did. And Cardell Jones never lost a game as a starting quarterback. He never lost a game. That's up there. If you say JT Barrett, he has a lot of Ohio State records, a lot of awards. Never, lost to that team up north. But I can't. I don't know about Stroud, Cornelius Green, Rex Kern. I didn't see those guys play. We shall see. This is fluid. This is very, very good debate, but those are mine. I got to go over it again. I got Justin Fields, Braxton Miller, Troy Smith, Joe Germain. That's my Mount Rushmore Ohio State football court.